Today I will teach you how you can run LLMs locally using a beautiful UI. You need no code experience and it is very simple to do. So let's see what exactly we are getting. Write Python code to create a Sudoku. Okay, so that's what I'm going to ask this LLM, and it's supposedly going to do exactly what I asked it to do and starts writing code. All of this is running on my computer fully locally. You can see how fast it was. 100 tokens per second. It gives us this solution and we can actually run it. Today we will be using two main tools. The first one is AnythingLLM. The link for it will be down below in the description. You've got to go ahead and install the desktop version. Here you select if you have macOS, Linux, Windows or ARM, and you install the specific version. After you do that, you want to also install the ollama. So ollama is what we are going to be using to get the models into our computer, those huge language models. And here on the website you can find compatible models and how to install them. For this use case today I will be using DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion version. So I'm going to be using this version. So you install ollama, you install AnythingLLM, and then the final part is connecting these two things. First of all, before you do that, it's very important that you get the model that you want. You have to run on your command line by writing here terminal or command prompt. You want to come over here and run ollama pool DeepSeek R1. So you want to run this command if you want to get DeepSeek R1 or whatever other model you want. Any model over 3 to 4 billion is going to require a very expensive GPU. So I would highly suggest that you go for small models. If you want a good reasoning model, go for DeepSeek R1. If you want a chat model, I would go for Llama 3.2, 3 billion. Okay, so you've got mainly these two options in my opinion right now. You can also go for Qwen, but I would not actually suggest it. Alright, so you've done these two things and now you open up AnythingLLM. So you probably won't see the screen over here because I have everything set up. So let's create a new workspace. I'm going to call it test, or maybe you know what, I'm going to change this into Llama 3.2. Update workspace, so we update the name. On the chat settings, I come over here and select ollama. Here, ollama will be able to see the models that we have downloaded. So this is very nice from AnythingLLM. We're going to select Llama 3.2. And you have two modes. Query will provide answers only if the document context is found. Here we'll provide answers using the general knowledge and document context. So this is like agents. There's also this chat history that allows you to use previous conversations to improve the quality. Here is the prompt, all right? And you can customize these things to get better results. Here, there's also a vector database that you can use and configure, and also the agent configuration. For me, right now, what I care about is coming here, selecting ollama and Llama 3.2, update workspace. And I don't need anything else. So I'm going to go back and let's chat with Llama 3.2. I chatted also with DeepSeek at the start of the video, so let me show you also Llama. Hi friend. So let's see the result. Let's see it running. Okay, so this takes a little bit more time than DeepSeek R1. Okay, so are you LLM? Yes. What LLM are you? Oh, OpenAI Codex model. What's your name? What's your name? I don't have a personal name. Okay. How many parameters you got? That's very interesting that it doesn't see itself as... Okay, so this is completely hallucinating. All right, so let's go ahead and request it exactly the same thing we did with R1 from DeepSeek, just to test it out. Okay, so here we can see the code, loads of for loops to generate everything. I really like this approach, I really like it. Solve Sudoku, it does it with for loops, whereas DeepSeek, what does it do? Okay, so solve Sudoku. Okay, if not empty true, it just checks the solution. Okay, it doesn't try to actually solve it. So, okay, that's a nice answer. So that's what this model do. And this is the result you can expect. Of course, different models have different capabilities. What else can we add over here? Okay, so we can reset the chat. We can view the available agents. All right, so search for today's Bitcoin price. Let's see if it can actually do that. I'm on deepseek 1.5. Supposedly this chat is able to web scrape because this is an AI agent, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it's kind of hallucinating, so I'm not sure. Okay, agent, find me the BTC price today. Can we do that? I'm really interested to see if it works. Okay, so this uses the agent loop. Now that's very interesting in my opinion. Okay, market sentiment, Bitcoin high market cap around 18 trillion. Yeah, that's probably not working. This is completely hallucinating. But in all honesty, I find it interesting. Let me see if I can attach any kind of document. Okay, so I'm going to give it a docx file. Let's see if it can actually analyze it. Get me the text from this document. I don't think it will be able to open up this document and read it, but let's check it out. We've got nothing to lose at this point. So let's give this a try. But I really love AnythingLLM. I find this as a very useful use case because you can run small LLMs locally on your computer, which I think is very useful. And think about having a better and more strong language model. It's going to be amazing. So to access, you need to provide a PDF. Okay, so that's what we need to provide. We need to provide a PDF, not a docx file. So this cannot actually be used by the model. But this was AnythingLLM, just a very quick short introduction for beginner people. I think this is super interesting. Give it a try and tell me if you liked it. Also, if you want to support the channel, click the link down below in the description. This is a website project that I'm creating right now, and any click that you give it is very supportive and helps quite a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.